Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, Nina Corinthos' prolonged coma and the years she was deprived of are frequently discussed. However, what if she is set to enter another coma? Nobody in Port Charles feels completely safe now that Cyrus Renault is at large, but perhaps more than most others, Sonny Corinthos' wife is in danger. Cyrus has a history of making bold moves that can backfire. Therefore, he might decide to escalate his rivalry with Sonny in the future. Cyrus trying to get Sonny imprisoned is one thing. Pulling a practical joke that hurts someone Sonny cares about is quite another. In any case, Nina's encounter with a potentially fatal event seems appropriate given that it may make the SEC snitch scenario more complicated. Nina is being blackmailed by Michael Corinthos after she helped report Carly Spencer and Drew Kane for insider trading. Ned Quartermain has also retained the truth, thus at some point he might expose Nina's retaliatory actions. The GH writers could require a method to partially undo the harm that Nina's secret has caused. That's how they handled Esmond Prince Avery Pohl. After all, when they gave her amnesia and utilized it to avoid most of the penalties she would have otherwise had to deal with. Will Nina also get some kind of pass that lets her out of jail free? Without Jason Morgan, Carly doesn't think Sonny is as safe as he should be, so she cautioned him to watch his back. That might be a sign of impending danger, which could turn Nina into a victim. What would happen if Sonny's conflict with Cyrus had an adverse effect on Nina? Is Cyrus going to hurt Nina by mistake, or will he hurt her on purpose to let Sonny know who's boss? It's possible that Nina will suffer injuries while defending Willow Corinthos and the grandchildren. In any case, Nina might sustain enough injuries to need medical attention for a fresh coma. Maybe the SEC stunner will surface right before or perhaps during Nina's ice time. In either case, if Nina is fighting for her life, Sonny and Willow may have forgotten their wrath over her betrayal. According to General Hospital teasers, TJ Ashford received some terrible news from Andrea Gates in the episode that aired on November 15, after disclosing that she had experienced pains and bleeding the previous evening. Andrea went to Mercy Hospital, where she reportedly received confirmation of her miscarriage. Of course, when we examine this scenario via a soap opera lens, we can't help but see how strange it is. Why did the show decide that Andrea would experience the loss of her baby off-screen? Andrea doubling over in agony during a lunch with Molly Lansing Davis, or something similar, would have been far more dramatic. While a distraught TJ awaited word on the whereabouts of his unborn kid, Andrea ought to have been flown to General Hospital immediately. Rather, Andrea withheld this information from TJ until after the entire incident had concluded, which took place at a different hospital. That situation doesn't have nearly as much drama, so perhaps the writers had a reason for doing it this way. What if Andrea misrepresented the nature of the miscarriage in order to either sell the child to the highest bidder or keep her biological child for herself? There may be a different side to Andrea that Molly and TJ have only seen, but we only know the kind side of her. Another indication that Andrea may still have something planned for her child is the fact that she is unwilling to attempt surrogacy once more. Given that Andrea appears to be finished with surrogacy, it would be simple for her to move away with her spouse and little boy. Andrea may develop a baby bump somewhere else while Molly and TJ look for alternative ways to become parents. This is certainly a setup to bring up Christina Corinthos Davis' surrogacy offer, regardless of what is actually going on with Andrea. Still, it would be intriguing if Andrea's story had more to it. Using TJ's sperm, Christina might become pregnant and then have mother sentiments that make her wish to retain her own biological family. That might make things more difficult when Christina gets ready to give that kid to Molly, the new mother. Now consider the scenario in which Andrea delivers birth and is discovered to have lied about the miscarriage. This may cause Christina to believe that she can keep the child she is carrying while Molly raises the other child with TJ. It may be a disaster because Molly would naturally want both infants. It would be a dramatic conclusion that might lead to a great deal more friction between Molly and Christina. In the end, we were not present for any of Andrea's baby loss. Thus, it is difficult for us to believe her narrative of the baby dying. On a soap opera, that's usually suspicious. So we wouldn't be shocked if Andrea told lies about everything. Stay tuned for more twists and turns in Molly and TJ's tale, according to General Hospital spoilers. Make CDL your go-to source for all the latest General Hospital news, updates, and spoilers. According to General Hospital teasers, Nathaniel Gray's tenure as Mason Gatlin is over, meaning Austin Gatlin Holt will no longer be tormented by his unsettling cousin for the time being. Mason needs to go down alone, as stated by Cyrus Renault. Therefore, it appears that Mason will leave Austin's name out of it and satisfy the boss. Mason will undoubtedly spend a significant amount of time behind bars, but the show left open the possibility of his release earlier or his eventual return via parole. Nevertheless, Mason is on his way to Pentonville and won't be back to lick lollipops or annoy Ava Jerome, Maura West, in the future. When Mason is formally locked up where he belongs, Ava will feel relieved. It's important to remember that Mason could have had a terrible end in the episode. Austin could have succeeded in suffocating Mason in his hospital bed, or Mason could have fallen down the cliff when he attempted to throw Ava over. Mason is leaving in good health, which may indicate that he may eventually make a comeback. Maybe there's a reason why the GH writers went above and beyond to keep Mason alive when villains like him usually end up dead. In any event, SOD verified Nathaniel Gray's departure through a GH representative, indicating that his most recent role as Mason Gatlin, which started in 2022, is truly over. Although Gray was only meant to appear in a few episodes of the show, he ended up staying in Port Charles for a fair amount of time. Mason's departure may allow for the appearance of one or more villains to take Cyrus' place. What do you think of Nathaniel Gray's casting loss as Mason Gatlin? Are you happy to see Mason go, or will you miss him? Keep checking back for updates on all the drama that's developing since General Hospital spoilers indicate that Cyrus will continue to cause havoc for PC residents now that he's free. According to General Hospital spoilers, there might be a big twist in Hamilton Finn's most recent plot. Finn's greatest worry at the moment is if the malpractice action he is facing would ruin both GH and his career. If the lawsuit is unsuccessful, there might be a far greater issue developing. Let's think about where the story might go from here, since it might take a terrible turn. Finn seems to be innocent based on his account of his patient and the events of the case. That doesn't matter, of course, because the widow of the deceased man is looking for someone to lay blame on. Though it's probable that the real motivation here is retaliation rather than money. Although GH viewers haven't met her yet, this widow could show up later and reveal some startling information. That will be especially true if Finn wins the legal battle. From the standpoint of this bereaved widow, Finn could appear to be getting away with it. This woman, who is still grieving her husband, believes that Finn may still be alive if he had recognized the cancer's warning signals earlier. This woman may choose to ensure Finn experiences a similar loss since she lost the man she loves. If she looks into it, she might discover that Finn and Liz are romantically linked and decide to target Liz as a result. Elizabeth plans to stand by Finn in this legal battle and assist him in clearing his name, which may give this resentful widow even more motivation to pursue her. Do you believe that if the legal drama gets out of hand, Liz might end herself in serious danger? Could Liz suffer an injury and eventually find herself in a potentially fatal situation? Since a straightforward malpractice case honestly doesn't seem dramatic enough for a soap opera, we'd like to think that this is all building to something bigger and more complicated down the road. Keep checking back for updates on all the mayhem, as General Hospital spoilers indicate that Finn might lose it if Liz finds herself in a precarious situation due to the insane wife of his former patient. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.